Today, I trade cryptocurrencies and have already analyzed the assets with the best movement and payout percentages. In my trading, I focus on channel movement and oversold/overbought zones using the following set of indicators: the Kellner channel with default settings for the broker, a fractal with a period of 3, and two stochastic oscillators with periods of 10 and 15. The oversold and overbought areas are set to 80 and 20 by default. This strategy is universal and will allow you to open deals both according to the trend and against it. I will also monitor updates of local maxima and minima through the fractal. I will try to explain each trade in detail so that by the end of the trade you have more information learned and fewer questions. I'll start with a $100 deal. I will open all transactions on a 1-minute time frame. Let's start analyzing and choosing the first crypto asset for optimal entry. And probably here I want to open an upward trade. The moving lines of both oscillators are now in the oversold area, so there can be an exit without any problems. And also with upward dynamics, I had a price pullback. There was an exit to the outer part through the Keltner channel, and here, in fact, a local minimum should be formed now. And further, the dynamics of the movement should go up the trend. Let's see. And the first trade closes with a plus without any problems, of course. There was a small exit to the outer part of the yes channel indicator, but since the dynamics rollback was already quite long, in general, this was enough and the deal closed with a plus without any problems. Correct analysis. Let's also continue the next opening of the deal at 100. Let's select the next crypto asset. And in fact, I will also open an increase in the deal here, only I did not open the deal at a level that suits me at all. I wanted to open the deal here, but I think that the exit will happen. Since before that there were two exits to the outer part via the Keltner channel, there was an update of two local minima. Accordingly, after these updates, we should have a local maximum. The moving lines have moved out of the oversold area and are still tending to the overbought area. So the deal opens for an increase. We are watching the result. And literally at the end of the transaction, there was an impulsive exit downwards. A very strange volatility is present in this section of the movement. And probably I did not need to open a deal here. So far, there is no stability in the movement. I will open the next transaction for the maximum balance amount to make a profit. Let's continue and I will select the next crypto asset. Here, I will open the deal downwards against the direction of the real trend dynamics. I think there should be a further pullback of the price downwards, since the moving lines of both oscillators have not yet crossed the oversold area. They are only aiming for it. Yes, there was also a global maximum formation before that, and according to the past dynamics of movement after updating these highs, there are good price pullbacks, so the opening is going down. Let's look at the result of this transaction. And the deal also closes without problems. Plus, great. I will open the next deal again for the maximum amount of the balance in order to reach an even more satisfying profit. In general, the deal here was really not complicated. It was enough to look at the dynamics of previous pullbacks and literally everything immediately became clear. Let's continue the analysis and I will select the following asset. For the last section of the movement, we are currently experiencing the formation of a global maximum, and in general, all the conditions for opening a downside trade have been met. The movement has moved outward through the Keltner channel, followed by the formation of the same maximum, and a downward pullback of the dynamics should follow, as well as the moving lines of both oscillators are in overbought areas, so I will wait for a reversal down. Let's take a look. And the deal also closes at a plus. Great, the dynamics rolled back, although it was small, but in general, for this volatility of movement, even a small pullback was enough for me, and I understood that it had to happen, so the opening was against the trend, and the deal was closed at a plus without any problems. Let's also make the next trade again. I will open for the maximum amount of the balance. We will take the risk again. In general, we will select the next entry into the transaction and continue the analysis and select the next cryptocurrency. And let's try to open a deal to increase in the direction of this momentum. Of course, it would be very dangerous to open a deal against the direction of dynamics here. Yes, a slightly different case of opening. When you see such dynamics of movement, do not try to open a deal against the direction of dynamics. Yes, it is better to open a deal to increase in this case. Yes, always open in the direction of the momentum. I think that the price is now aiming to reach this global maximum, and only then will any corrections follow. Let's see. It's a pretty tense moment. And the deal closes in a plus. Great! At first I myself wanted to open the deal down, but at the last moment I changed my mind and, for good reason, I think you understood about what to do in such a situation. I repeat, try to open the deal in the direction of the upward momentum. Yes, it doesn't matter if the deal is opened down or up. Let's consolidate the result. I'll probably open the final deal in the amount of 342. In general, I'm already completely satisfied with the profit, so even if my deal goes into negative territory, I won't be too upset. Let's continue, and I'll pick up the next cryptocurrency. Here, I will probably also open a deal in the direction of the real upward trend dynamics. I will do it. Here my main guideline is as follows. There has not yet been an update to the local maximum, which means there is potential for further upward movement, and my moving lines have not yet begun to cross the overbought area. They only tend to this area. Therefore, I think there shouldn't be a rollback in the next minute. Of course, it's forming now, and maybe I'm a little out of luck with the deal. A little unlucky, anyway. Let's see the result. Still, yes, I was probably in a hurry here. I should have opened the deal in a reversal of the dynamics. In fact, there was no need to open the deal at all. There was actually no signal to open a deal for a downgrade, so I decided to open in the direction of the actual dynamics. But in general, there was not the volatility, so let's say yes to open a deal. In any case, I will be happy with the profit on today's trade. Let's fix it, and I will proceed to the conclusion. The amount of today's profit will be $800. The withdrawal operation is being successfully performed. This is how the trade turned out for today. It is quite difficult trading today. There is a very difficult volatility in movement, and perhaps there was a wrong strategy for today's nature of the movement, of course, but nevertheless some result turned out. And in general, I will be satisfied with this result. If you have any questions regarding the application of this strategy, you can always find a link to my Telegram in the description below the video and ask any question you are interested in. I will definitely try to help everyone, and of course, have a good day, and see you soon.